It's tabletop time.
I'm Jazza.
I'm Dave.
I'm Jen.
And I'm Rob.
And it is time for a little revisit to Reboot before we move on to our next campaign. This is going to be a lot of fun. I've never done a beach episode before, so Dave will guide us through that. But for those of you who are excited to tune in for with our Twitch sessions, and we're doing this live on Twitch as usual, we're actually changing our stream times to 10 a.m. Australia time, starting the 24th of August. Did I get that right? I'll put all the details in the description. So if you want to join from episode 1 of the Sunday campaign, follow along there. All the details are down there. But in the meantime, we're back in Reboot for one little revisit.
We'll say spicy time for US viewers. It's like 7 to 9 p.m. or something in USA Monday night.
Yeah.
But so for Reboot, this is our little revisit to Reboot before season 2 in a long way in the future. But I have had this idea to do a beach episode, and as a sort of another goodbye, we're also saying goodbye to our amazing Reboot poster, which is still available to get for a limited time, that sort of celebrates season 1. And it's really cool art that was commissioned through all your support, and yeah, love it. Looks awesome. So make sure
such a cool celebration.
Make sure you grab it while you can.
Season 1.
And we signed a whole bunch of them too. It's cool.
Very exciting. Yeah, there's a signed version and an unsigned version. So you can check those out. So how does a beach episode work, Dave?
Well, as many of you know, I'm a big anime nerd. As well as being a big tabletop nerd, a big role play, pretty much just a big nerd. Now, a beach episode is kind of a trope, not only in anime, but in a lot of things. It's effectively like a filler episode. It's often like a joke episode, a silly episode. There's a whole bunch of tropes, and that's the way we're treating it for Reboot. I just thought it'd be a fun, because it's such a dark series, it'd be fun to just do a beach episode. What would a beach episode look like in Reboot? So we're going to be going down to Brighton Beach. And
I'm like, oh yeah, we're local.
And the fun part is that this is entirely non-canonical for Reboot. So you'll know immediately that it's non-canonical. So it's the comedy episode. It's the in-between seasons episode.
Where? When?
So you're in a hypothetical... We'll be starting in a hypothetical situation, sort of, where you guys are all at the soup kitchen, and you're affiliated with Ugly's gang in the sense that you're communicating with them. But in a world where you're less hostile. The characters are still who they are. It's just like hostilities become jokes and you get wound into doing stuff together more. It's just that kind of... Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Wait, that's the wrong music. Or are we going to wait?
I'm saving it.
Okay.
I'm saving it. Yeah. You got to build up to that.
All right. So, it begins. Pro.
Yo.
Everyone's going to have to, it's been months since we played Reboot. Okay.
Let it absorb.
Pro. Wakes. Sweat. Drenching his body and filling through to the mattress he lays on. He guesses it's probably 8, 9 a.m. and it's already in the low 30s. It's like the 4th day in the row that's been peaking over 40 degrees. And it's miserable. And the soup kitchen, it doesn't have any air conditioning. Well, not upstairs anyway, in the warehouse section. All the heat rises. It's awful, but that's where you're staying. So Seb, with his superior constitution, is... still resting comfortably, processing the heat a little bit better. But yeah, Pro is the first to wake into the sweltering weather.
I walk into Seb's room and slap his face. I'm like, dude, we may have cured global warming, but didn't fix shitty weather.
It's a big assumption.
Does this not? No, it was a part of the opener.
Yeah, that's a
global
fact.
warming is
Global warming
cured.
is fixed.
Did I miss that?
It's
yes,
part of
obviously.
the reboot too.
Oh, it was a very small.
So
it was a fractional part of it.
basically, global warming isn't a threat to humanity anymore.
Oh, well, that's good.
They fixed it.
But 40-degree days are still a thing.
So yeah, because the idea is they didn't go it's all better. It got to 2040 levels, but they managed to stabilize it through factories and filters and
They're dropping a massive ice cube in the ocean every so often.
yeah. The point being that it's still not it's worse than today, but it's not getting
Stable.
worse. They're countering it slowly over time. Yeah.
Well, what do you want me to do about it?
I don't know. Get some air conditioning, rich boy. This is ridiculous. And I walk off in a huff. I'm going to have a shower.
Is there a shower in the soup kitchen?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So after after their little bit, I'm giving you this brief opportunity just to get. So you
Yeah.
should all do a little bit of role play just to
Move
ease
into
into the
our
characters,
characters.
and
Is
then we're
Eve
going to dive
booting
in.
up yet?
Eve boots up. She awakes once there's movement in the building. This is obviously sort of an alternate universe where certain things didn't happen at the end of season 1.
Imagine being a pretty expensive unit. I'd have my own cooling system.
Oh, you're fine. You can
Yeah.
operate up to much higher temperatures.
Great.
So I'm the only one suffering. Great. Cool.
Seb's uncomfortable. He just wasn't uncomfortable enough
Okay.
to wake up yet. He would have woken up once it had got to like 40.
Yeah.
He just compresses a bit better.
How's the shower?
There isn't one.
I'm going to go get a fan and just start like...
It's fair. It's reasonable to, otherwise it wouldn't be a beach episode because it'd be a shower episode, but which could be fun in its own way. Who knows? Anyway.
I'm going to walk over to you and put my hand on your forehead and take his temperature.
Cool. Make some kind of
Like a
appropriate
medicine
check. There isn't a survival check. Although we'll be making new character sheets for season 2.
Just so you know, a burrito doesn't cure sweating.
Oh, vocation.
In fact, probably quite the opposite.
You nursing, right?
nursing?
Yeah, something there. It's close enough. I'll let you use it as a skill because of the new character sheets and cogent updates. So
Oh,
Ooh.
challenge level would have been 2. You've got
Smashed
the senses
it.
in you easily.
The dice can
He has a healthy temperature. He's just hot to touch, but he's not sick.
Pro,
Yo.
you are currently at an adequate level.
I need to get some air. Is there like a rooftop?
No.
Like, there's no,
It's literally a warehouse with one of those like internal stairwells that goes up to like a foreman's office, and
Yeah.
that's where you sleep in the foreman's office.
okay. This is where I'm just going to put out there. It won't be Pro's idea to go to the beach.
No, you don't worry.
Pro's
Don't
been
worry.
in a box his whole life. So it's
Don't
like,
worry. As soon as you guys have all said some
Okay.
lines to each other, I'll prompt the
All
story.
right, all right.
Has Seb said anything yet?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you guys. I'm just giving you some time to stretch the voices out, and yeah.
I was just going to get up and go about my day. Be like, all right, it's time to open the kitchen. There's a lot of hot folks out there that want to get some shade.
I
That's
open
not
up like
Seb
the
sounds
giant
like.
warehouse door with like just soup wall to wall, like soup packets and ingredients. I'm like, there is at least one air conditioner's worth of soup in that room. You could have bought an air conditioner. This is ridiculous.
And do you want to tell that family that they have to starve?
Well, they're sweating to death.
I'm going to look over to Pro's computer that's got like a backdrop of like palm trees and an ocean and stuff and kind of stare at it for a while.
Okay. Eve's phone starts ringing.
Oh,
Something is calling for us.
I answer it.
You answer. Oh, g'day, love.
Ugly. How are you?
That's right. As I live and breathe, it is Eve. Did you notice that it's fucking hot?
It's also very early.
What are you talking about? You got to get up early to get the best work of the day done. Well begun is half done. That's what I say.
I suppose.
What is it, like 8 o'clock?
How may I be of assistance?
Get your gang over here. I've got a bit of a job.
Understood.
Cool.
I'll walk over to you guys.
I'm so excited. Let's do it. Do we need to bring anything?
You haven't been told.
He did not
Okay.
say.
All right, we just go. Let's go along to Uglies.
Is Conrado around at this point? Or is this before Conrado's time?
Conrado should be around, but he's not there.
Oh, okay.
I sent him on an errand.
You
I
didn't. You don't know where he
suspect
is.
it's like
No, you actually don't know where he is. Conrado's not there for some reason.
my suspicion is it's like 2 episodes before the finale, as far as the characters we can interact with.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. All right,
So you
head over to Uglies.
All
What are the streets like? What's the weather like, and how's it affecting people?
Look, there's a couple of people. Like people have died from the heat. It's not pleasant. It's pretty miserable. But
People have died from the heat.
yes,
Oof.
it's been like 4 days of over 40 degrees.
So it's still the reboot universe then.
Yeah,
It's grim still. Okay, cool.
yeah. It's lighter. It's not completely. Yeah, not
Okay.
like yeah. All right. So you head down. You head down into Uglies.
Yeah.
And you get there. And you see Ugly is standing there, and he has a pair of rather stylish looking but like vintage sunglasses on. He's got a white open shirt and he's wearing boardies and he's like trying on different white open shirts and standing in front of a mirror.
Has he got thongs on?
Has he got thongs on?
Yeah.
He's barefoot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just like in front of a mirror trying them on. When he walks in, he says, "G'day, g'day.
Hey, what's the job?
Morning.
I've got a bit
And
of
do you
a-
have an air conditioner? And I
It's-
walk in the room and like,
It's like 20 degrees in there. It's cool. Yeah.
thank God. I just go like chill on the couch for a sec.
I got a bit of a racket, guys. I'm going to make a bit of money. You guys heard of Brighton?
Nope.
Going to push some goods down there, if you know what I mean. And I want you guys in on it. Good pay for the day.
Selling what exactly?
Goods, you know, my usual trade.
Do we know?
All right, it's a little bit different this time. Do you want to check it out?
Yes.
We should at least know what we're dealing
Is
with.
Jang around?
Not, you can't see her
Okay.
here.
Okay.
But you guys, do you know Brighton? You're gonna need some. You're not really well dressed for the occasion.
Do we know anything about Brighton?
You would, yeah. Suburb, beach.
Yeah.
I have 2 outfits.
His,
Well, you
his
can-
suit and
I've like the best suit ever and the worst, like,
Clothes.
thug clothes. Yeah.
You can probably swim in your bloody jocks, mate,
We're
if you want.
say swim.
On your break, you know. I'm not an animal.
I tend to even. I'm like, I can't swim.
neither can I.
Then build a bloody sandcastle. Either way, look, it's a job. Do you want it or not? Since when do you ask questions? What the hell?
Hey,
Maybe we can buy that air
maybe we
conditioner.
can buy an air
Yeah.
conditioner. All right,
Tell you what, you do this job for me, I'll bloody buy you an air conditioner.
deal.
Nice. Fuck this heat.
I mean, what is it?
And then he says, come on, let's go. But we got to get you some better outfits.
Togs.
And he says, do you need to borrow some bathers?
What be?
He just gestures to himself.
Oh, I mean, if it helps me fit in to the environment.
Yeah, mate.
If I need a blend or
it's
whatever.
It's the beach. You don't want to look like a sulky bloody, whatever you call yourself, hacker.
What do you mean, whatever I call myself?
I don't know.
I am a hacker.
Okay, cool, mate. What's your trend? What are we calling it?
I don't know.
Hacker punk?
Give me some goddamn shorts.
He runs in, he walks into his room, he comes back with a pair of board shorts that you have to like vastly tie the pulled cord to get them to fit you because they're well oversized.
Yeah.
They have orange flowers on a white background. I've decided it's the beach episode, so I need to describe everyone's bathers. That's an
Yes.
important facet
Yeah.
of the beach episode.
Oh yeah, that fan art has to be accurate.
What about you, pretty boy?
I'll go get some.
All right, you're gonna go get some bathers. So you head out, and he says you've got like a good hour before they're setting out, and in that time, the bulking form of Johnny walks out. Eve, you're here.
Yes.
I have something for you. Will you come with me? Okay. So he leads you into the side rooms.
Uh-oh.
Is he in board shorts?
No, not yet.
Ah.
And he looks down almost as if it's sort of nervous. And then he looks up and he says, I bought you a present for today.
Is it a diving suit?
It's, it is beachwear. I thought you might like it. I thought it would suit you.
I'll open it or
It might be a bit embarrassing for you to wear with the others. I don't know.
okay.
You're happy? Okay, so he's like, he takes you into his workshop, and then he pulls out a bag from under the thing, under his desk, and unzips it, and then pulls it open. And inside you see like a 1600s antique diving bell suit, fully enclosed.
What color?
It's like dirty khaki with brass fittings, like a classic diving suit. I told you might find it a little bit embarrassing.
This is like with the big like.
Yep, big bronze helmet.
Yeah, can I Can I pull out the helmet?
The
and
big
have a look?
goofy gloves and stuff.
Can I pull out
Great.
the helmet and have a
Yeah.
look?
Has it got the hose, like the big hose to like breathe?
It's clamped shut.
Okay.
So where the hose would be, it's just cut off and
Okay.
clamped shut because
Alright.
she doesn't need to breathe.
Yeah, that's fair.
I turn to him and say, "This is a very thoughtful gift. I appreciate it."
I thought you might like to see if the mollusks required assistance.
How kind of you.
There are many forms of life beyond humans, Eve, and I thought you'd like to see some of them.
That's very sweet.
So sweet.
Shall we meet the others then? And do you need me to carry that?
Yes, please. Imagine it weighs.
And he picks up the diving bag. And he picks up another duffel bag for himself and then heads out.
Sick.
Seb.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Seb's shopping trip for his bathers.
There was a comment in the chat that said it's either a full wetsuit or Speedos, no in between.
I'm going to be really boring. It's plain black board shorts, but I have brought with me appropriate footwear. I have a big umbrella, a bag that has multiple towels, bottles of water, and copious amounts of sunscreen.
You have a fanny pack so hard.
No, it's a...
No,
it's
you
a- it's a
also,
duffel bag.
whatever it is, you are wearing a fanny pack.
You don't wear a
Give
fanny...
this to me,
you
please.
wear a fanny pack.
No, Seb wears a fanny pack.
With
Yeah.
like Ed Butts on his
Come
sunscreen.
on.
He has class
Play the
captain
game, Rob.
vibes
Come
right
on.
now,
Come on,
not
join
fanny
in,
pack.
Rob.
Some zinc on the nose.
Come on,
Yeah.
yeah. Come on.
I'll take the zinc. Class captain vibes, not fanny pack
Ah,
wearing person.
okay, all right.
Yeah. I'm prepared.
Fanny pack in the chat. Come on.
No fanny pack.
Okay.
You can wear a fanny pack. Are they called that overseas?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
We're
So,
styling.
and then
Yeah.
by the time you get back, Ugly's like, all right, we're ready to go. Let's head downstairs. We'll talk to the crew.
All right.
And you head down into his warehouse. Inside, you see a vehicle that you're not used to seeing. There is a rather large, it looks like an old, a converted ice cream truck. And Ugly walks up to it and he begins to slide the pictures. You know how it will have like drumstick and all the pictures of the ice creams. And he goes in and starts pulling them out. Except it doesn't say like drumstick and ice creams and all that. It's just hard drugs. So there's literally like photos of like hard narcotics and prices. And he just starts pulling them all out. And then he pulls up these fresh cards that say like, you know, vanilla ice cream and chocolate ice cream. And he slides them back into the things with prices. And then you spot Conrado, who is wearing a very colorful Hawaiian shirt and is bearing a large smile as he is carrying a crate of ice creams into the back of the refrigerated van. And they start to load it up. And he's like, what do you think? Good racket, eh?
Is it actually ice cream? That was.
Yes, mate. Kids will pay like $4 for a single stick. It's ridiculous. Better value in it than drugs.
I mean, money's money, right? Okay. Wait. What are your rules on getting high on your own supply?
Mate, 1 pop an hour. No more, no less. No less. And then he looks at you, smiles, and cracks an ice cream and just starts eating it.
Sweet. All right. I grab an ice cream and jump in the van.
He looks at you all and he's like, and we bloody better be the best ice cream selling merchants on Brighton Beach. Or my name ain't ugly.
Off we freaking go.
You're a bit preemptive on the off we go. There's a few more people to pile onto the van
Oh,
yet.
then we're in It's fine.
Also, that's the generic theme in the middle.
Is it okay?
Middle
All right.
theme's generic. Top one's action.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so
gotcha.
we're-
All right.
we're
We're working
primed.
out the kinks. Do you want
And
me
bottom
to?
one, look at the bottom one's name.
Gotcha.
You know.
No, I know.
Okay. So, Songbird limps out. of a room. Like she limps out from upstairs and she looks wistfully at the van. Ugly says, "Aren't you coming, love?" She says, I can't swim. Not with my legs. I'll stay.
Hey, neither can I. You eat ice cream though, right? And I like hold up 2 bites, taking out ice cream towards her.
Ugly turns to her. She smiles at you, but she doesn't go to her. She like Ugly turns to her and reaches down into the van, pulls out a box and says, "Well, it's your lucky day. I've just bought you 2 brand new swimming legs. We'll just get them hooked up with old Johnny here."
Aww.
And then he unveils this box that has 2 pristine, like Corp Tech advanced prosthetic legs.
Just
I love how
ends
I'm
of
sorry
neon
just to
propellers.
like pull this out from the setting for a second, but like you've already tried to say like Ugly's not a good guy to people like who are role playing and like he's not good, and now it's just like ice creams for everyone. Have some swimming legs.
Yes, that's because this is the beach.
I know. I'm
episode.
just saying.
It's like all the things that you want to happen.
I know.
Yeah. So they go off, and for the next 10 minutes, Songbird is given proper legs that function and actually have torpedo swimming powers.
Wow.
Like little paddle feet. And she gets hooked up. In the meantime, something draws your attention. There's a flash of movement from part of the warehouse leading in. And you turn. And as you spot the flash of movement, you see a gentle rain of sparkles flying in the air and catching the light. It almost seems as if stage lights have shot in from offsides, like from nowhere. There's no stage lights down there, but like that's what's happening. And then you see Zhang walk out, and she's wearing the most adorable, like frilly bikini that you've ever seen, with a motorcycle helmet with a built-in snorkel in it. And then she just looks at you all and shrugs and then just storms into the back of the ice cream van, trailing with a parasol and a bag. And then all the sparkles and the spotlights just disappear.
Classic
it's just
lady.
Really, really
Cool.
weird that happened.
Okay.
It's almost like it was like the fan service moment or something.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just odd. Okay, and then you all pile into the van. You've got Ugly, Johnny, Songbird, Incongruent, Conrado, and the 3 of you.
It's gonna be squishy.
And the door opens and you drive out.
Let's go, guys. Let's go to the beach. The time finally came. Oh, there's the van. It's the ice cream. It looks so dodgy. It's perfect.
I found the dodgiest picture of an ice cream.
All right. What's the drive there like?
You start cruising through the slums. People, it's like this music just gets turned on. Ugly's like behind the wheel and like everyone's crowded in the van. And he's driving one-handed and just occasionally veering as people are like, ah! And diving out of the way. He just smashes through a bunch of like the little homeless shanties that fill most of the roads. Because the roads, a lot of them are literally blocked over with shanty homes and tents. And he just starts driving through and smashing them all. And eventually he gets on what seems to be a ring road that goes around the CBD, through the slums, and then down towards Brighton. He manages to not hit anyone on the way, which is good.
Great. Good job.
And he's driving along. And I'm going to get you all to make a perception check. The challenge level is 4.
I just want to say, I want to be lecturing Pro about staying between the flags and making sure he's using his sunscreen. He's very pasty and
Yes,
his skin
Dad.
will be susceptible to burns. And then I'm going to offer awkwardly to grab in your sunscreen.
I've got 2 successes.
Cool. Did you pull it out of your fanny bag or?
It's in my duffel bag, yeah.
Okay. Can everyone who makes fan art just make sure that Seb has a fanny pack? That's all. I just want to put that out there.
And
And you know they will. I'm so
I do
sorry.
know they will.
You're just sun smart. It's fine.
Thank you. Yeah. I'll lean over like awkwardly, like, thanks, bro.
3 successes.
That's a shocking roll.
I got to
Mine was
balance out the
worse.
fan service. Ugly's wearing his board shorts just that bit too low. So just for everyone to know.
They're not board shorts. They're just short shorts.
But they're
Just
short
like
board
enough
shorts.
for people to feel like either
You know
uncomfortable
that
or
like,
curious.
no, like the V thing starts.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
that
yeah,
V
yeah.
at the bottom. It's like just starting.
yeah,
to
like
show.
okay.
Like a model.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they often do that.
The model dude version of like cleavage.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
No, they're not. No, they're board shorts. Okay.
Draw
So,
perception?
did you roll perception? Because so far you've all failed. You've all
We've all
failed
failed.
to notice. For now, it's gonna continue. You continue driving. You reckon you're about halfway there when you hear the sounds of another car on the road. This burning sound of a car picking up and then pulling alongside. You look across and there's a black SUV. The window slides down and you look in and 2 heads lean out. The first one, the closest to you, heavily tattooed with facial tattoos that distort Eve's vision. He looks at you guys, side-eyeing, while they're driving along. He flips up a Magnum ice cream, takes a bite out of it, and then he flips you the bird. And then he winds down the back window, and you can see boxes of ice creams in the back of the car. And then they rip forward and speed ahead of you.
Those bastards.
And Ugly's like, oh, those bloody prick. Who the fuck are they?
Are we about to have a territory war? Or?
I'm gonna go up next to Ugly. And
Hey, look, we
lean-
can go to kill the beach. It's just like if we take a.
I lean into Ugly's ear and say,
There's more than one beach in Melbourne, right? Like,
And we're going to wherever they're bloody going.
okay, ugly.
What, do you not like winning?
Brighton's a top market. It's more money to be
I
had.
bloody
there.
love winning.
I've not experienced a lot of it to actually know, to be honest.
Well, today, mate. Today, Ugly's crew's winning. And the soup group, you'll come along for the ride. Soup group. All right. So, you speed along a little bit further. And as you the SUV pulls ahead, and Ugly tries to keep up, but the ice cream van is like putting out smoke behind it and struggling. And you hear a grinding noise behind you. Who's at the back of the van, looking out the back windows? Who's
I
volunteering?
pictured
for
Seb and I with
Yeah.
the back, and he was like lecturing me.
I'll get you to make a challenge level 3 perception checks.
Both of us.
Yep.
That would be a fail from me. I'm just avoiding anyone's eye contact and looking into the corner while Seb rubs in the last of my back sunscreen.
3.
4.
Seb, as you're looking out the back of the car, you don't notice anything too suspicious. And then, like lightning, rapid, across your vision, something grinds, sparks fly, and then back the other way. And then centering down to the middle, you see an old man wearing a trench coat, billowing in the wind, and wearing budgie smugglers. He is holding a rope that appears to have been latched onto the back of the vehicle and surfing on a trash can lid behind the car. He's grinning madly as the car drives at full speed.
My God.
He waves at you and he sees you through the window, pops the side of his coat, and you see Wares filling it. Grabs the thing with the other side, pops the other side. Fucking ice creams. His prices lower than yours.
Oh my god.
And as
Competition's heavy.
And as the car skates along, do you do anything or react?
Just cut the
By the way, this is the official Bernie theme that I found.
yeah,
love it.
It's great.
Yeah, I'll call it to Ugly. Hey, we got company. We got someone tagging along. Bernie,
You want me to bloody shake him, mate?
crazy bastard.
Maybe we should burn out. Burn out.
Really
Burn
like that
I'm
you-
just.
I
Can you
really
just
like-
finish? I just want to put.
I really like that you owned it and did your own music. You're like, yeah, that.
I loved it. I did like it.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you.
Is that what you want me to do, though?
Can you shake him?
Hey, we can't have two competitors.
Take the bloody wheel.
And he just steps out of the driver's seat. He just steps out of the driver's seat. Who's doing something?
I'll jump.
He literally just stands. He just gets out of the driver's seat,
Wait,
walks
no.
down the center of the
Grab
van.
it, quick.
There was-
I'll jump.
3.
I'll jump for it.
Okay.
I'll jump for it.
Okay, I'll get you to jump for it. I'll get you to make an athletics check to dash to the front. Challenge level is only 2. It's a short vehicle.
Nailed
You
it.
succeed. All right, can I get you to make a ride pilot check? Challenge level is also only 2. You're on the road.
Nailed it.
well
Sam
done.
dives on the wheel and manages to control it in time. As Ugly goes to the back of the van, pops the back door open mid-drive, and then climbs out onto the back and starts fiddling with the rope that Bernie is attached to while the car is driving at full speed. Destiny roll.
Oh boy.
Oh!
Natural 20!
20.
Oh, it was just out of shot. That's so annoying. Oh, yes.
In front of,
It's nice to have a bit
Sam.
of drama in a beach episode.
there is a burnout car right in your direction.
A burned out car.
Burnt out car right in the lane that you're driving in.
I
Swerve
swerve
avoid
around it.
You swerve around it. Ugly sways to one side, pulls, grabs the side of the door to avoid being thrown out of the car, and in the same motion, pulls the hook out that the rope was attached to, and Bernie just goes "Woof," and sails off straight. Skips off some rubble, bounces, hits a ramp, and goes "Shoof," and just skates up. You race under an underpass. Bernie goes over the top of the underpass. And then
It's gonna land the car, isn't it?
you twice you've guessed what was going to happen. And then on the other side, there is a massive clunk and a dent in the top of the roof as the trash can lid smashes into the roof and Bernie alights the top of the ice cream wagon. The beach is in front of you.
I slam on the brakes. If we're at the beach, I slam on the brakes.
You slam on the brakes. Bernie shoots forth like a lubricated missile, and he just jets forth off the van. And he's going to get another destiny roll.
Oh, was that his destiny roll?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it all makes sense.
And
now.
a 6. And just there's an explosion of sand, and you just see 2 feet sticking out of some sand. Well, that's one way to get rid of the bloody competition, mate. All right,
We're
gang.
here.
Pile out.
Wow, that was an eventful arrival at least.
Can I go check that Bernie's okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
You
no.
wander over to Bernie. Can I get you to make a survival check?
Take his ice cream.
We poison.
That's probably true. They have like holy shit. I was almost a critical success.
You determine that Bernie seems, his toes are wriggling. He seems to be in the middle of something. You're not quite sure what. And there's sort of a sinking area in the sand that's wiggling around a little bit.
Oh dear.
I'm
gonna
to
keep-
investigate.
Yeah.
How are you going to investigate this strange thing?
Start digging around, like
Okay. You dig around a little bit and the sand falls in and like caves into a little open hole under the dune. And you can see Bernie hanging through from his feet, upside down. And he looks at you. He looks fine. In fact, as he looks down at several dirtied looking underground people, he's holding a wad of cash and has already sold a handful of ice creams. He grins, teeth missing. And he's like, I've completely forgotten my Bernie voice.
It was a little bit head start already. You better catch up.
And he smiles at you. And then he pops down from under the sand and he's like,
I'll sell to the mole people then.
and then he runs down a tunnel. Starts burrowing after these strange underground mole people.
okay. I'm just gonna let him go and
Cool.
walk back to the group.
All right, you head back to the group.
Well,
I'm gonna be
That
like
was an eventful
scouting
way,
the
yeah.
round. violently looking for
Yeah, we should,
a good marketable position.
We
There's
should scope the
some-
territory.
There's some mad beats coming from a speaker setup. There's a black SUV with the back doors open, and Kanan and Bagorov are selling ice creams on the top of a prize sand dune with some tunes going and a little small crowd going on.
All right, hear me out. I think we need to divide and conquer. Half, we need to take down the competition. The other half, we need to find where to reap the best profits.
I like your thinking, kid. So who's who?
I'm good at messing stuff up.
Who are you taking with you?
Well, and
You can take an NPC
I
too.
look hopefully at Zhang, and I'm like, hey, we could put some of my training to the test, huh?
She looks at you, signs something that you don't understand, and then Johnny looks at her and looks at you and says,
She says, if you hold the umbrella, she has sensitive skin.
That's cool. So do I. And I'll take it. And,
"Cool," and
Yep.
you and Zhang are going to go off together.
Yep.
Now, I'm afraid I'm not going to help you guys. I've got my own. Well, I'm on break, you see. A little bit of time in lieu, and I'm cashing it in.
And then he says,
I'm gonna go get changed.
and he picks up a duffel bag and
I
heads
am
over to one of
so
those little
excited. What is this
Brighton
gonna be?
beach huts. Cool. Conrado's like, I guess I'm gonna man the stand while you guys go sort this out. I'll start
I mean,
making some
you
toast."
seem like a marketing man, right? Like,
sort of thinking, like, okay, so I look at Ugly. I'm like, does that mean we're in charge of getting people to come over?
is this where Seb and Ugly team
Wait,
up?
no. So the other plan was that you were looking to.
Reconnaissance. So just scope the place out.
Sell and find the best places to sell or
Where all the
whatever.
kids and
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
are, yeah.
Let's bloody do it, mate.
Can I
There's got to be like a.
just incongruently
You got
my
you got a handshake. You realize?
Just the polar opposite of big handshake.
Yeah.
All right, it's like, let's do it, and you do the whole like,
Yeah.
like a weird high five in the air. Yeah,
You need your sunscreen on, mate.
I'm good
You good? You slip, slop, slap.
already.
You reached all the little nooks and crannies around the back.
I hope so.
All right. Well, if you need a hand or be a bit of a reapplication, let me know, mate.
Likewise.
Well, sorry, Eve. What
Does
you doing?
incongruently my suit behind?
Huh?
Does incongruently
Yeah.
my suit
He
behind?
took his own duffel bag.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Okay. I'm not going to put it on yet. I just want to
saving
know
it.
it's-
Okay.
I know it's there.
So you all pop out of the van, ready to go and begin your adventures, and the change room pops open and Incongruent steps out. He is dressed head to toe in a full body scuba wetsuit with like complete to the head with the little window at the front where he has a little visor and a snorkel coming off it. He also has flippers on. He looks absurd underneath it. There are like metallic, bulky shapes pressing out of the suit in various areas. He's also carrying a duffel bag, like a very large bag. And he walks out next to you guys and lays it on the ground. And he's like,
Anyone else keen to boogie?
Yes.
Boogie board? I only brought one.
I like sign it like gotta go do the thing with Zhang. Sorry.
he unzips the bag and he pulls out an approximal shape of a boogie board. Except it has a head.
Oh God.
Hey guys, long time no see.
And you see the perfectly folded and pressed
No!
S effect who is
No!
doing the shape of a boogie board.
Oh my god! Waste not, want not, right?
Let's hit the surf, brother.
Oh my god! Wow! Is that taxidermy or
No. S effect is alive.
Yeah, but like
As a bookie.
He's a boogie board.
I
now.
just imagine like a.
He's got like a
Futurama
face
head.
on it.
it's like a de-anthropomorphization of a
Yes.
very
It's
flat
like
man.
it's like the Monica. Like he's like literally.
He was folded up there. He just took him out the back
now
and folded
he
him
is
up a few more
literally.
times.
He's literally. It doesn't look gruesome. He is a boogie board
Yeah.
with a face.
He's
That is
literally.
SFX face.
He's literally going to
Anyone
boogie.
can make that. look realistic and not gruesome, I am going to be fucking amazed.
So it's just a boogie board with SFX face.
I feel like we may end up having a beach episode fan art video on it. It's too much to have out of context with other stuff.
So Incongruent picks up the boogie board and starts to walk toward the beach, and then there's a what?
He left him in that bag for like.
Yeah. Yeah, there's little headphones pressed in the ears too. And he said, "Hey guys, wait!
Did you happen to download any of these songs off my phone?
I think didn't we?
I just walk away with Zhang. This is getting too weird.
Come on, man, you gotta listen to him!" And it fades up in the background, and then you see Incongruent start boogie boarding on
Oh
S
my
Effect.
gosh.
Nice.
What a sentence.
Yeah. That's just oof.
Cool.
Oh, amazing.
All right, who are we starting with? Oh, I'm going to get you guys to decide between yourself to elect someone to make a perception check.
I elect Seb. We all
right,
elect Seb.
You are looking for a 3 or a 4. So you'll get more with 4.
That's the challenge level.
Challenge level.
3,
Four.
4.
4.
Thank God.
Okay. So the first thing you notice is a familiar group of people. You see a family sitting down at the beach. They've just arrived. There is a limousine parked just in the beach car parking. And there's a couple of butler bots standing around, fending off some of the local children from their area that has now been cordoned off.
Just pushes kids.
You see Isaac, Persia, Gabriel, and Uriel all at the beach. Isaac and Persia are dressed in summer clothes, like just fairly standard, not beach, like just summer clothes. They don't look like they're going to be swimming. Gabby is in a blue and pink bikini, and Uriel is wearing short brown board shorts, and they both have identical matching pairs of giant sunglasses. Gabrielle appears to be actively avoiding a incredibly large, probably bespoke man who is about 6'5" and just literally muscle, who seems incredibly obnoxious, and is loudly sort of making a hazard of themselves. And and Uriel is just kind of loitering. The other thing you see is there is a green robot that is semi-buried in snow, in the sand, and being made into a sand merbot by a young woman with a young booster woman. Yeah, that's what you see.
I head on over to Isaac, Persia, Gabby, and Uriel.
Okay, you wander on over there
With stock.
with stock.
I don't go.
He knows his job.
Okay, what are you doing, Eve?
I'll go watch Incongruent. Just boogie board on
Cool.
SFX.
Make a perception check. Challenge level 3. Cool, you got 3. Do you like pop down and sit down the beach and just watch Incongruent surf on SFX? Cool. So you're sitting down there. These their timelines are going to be a bit skewy because it's like cutting between scenes, but that's fine. You go down and sit there. Uriel slinks off, and probably about 5 minutes into watching Incongruent, you notice some movement, and you just see this like head just pop over some sand dunes.
Is it Uriel?
It's Uriel.
I
With
turn
big
around and
sunglasses.
I go,
As
bye.
soon as you look, it just it disappears again.
That bastard.
All right, so you go over to them.
Oh, Sebastian.
Isaac, how are you?
Wonderful to see you here.
Yeah. It's
Lovely
a good day for it.
yes.
Yeah.
So, how can I help you?
I was just wondering if yourself, your wife, Gabby, and Urinal would like an ice cream.
He's called his son Urinal.
I did. It was that of venereal. I said it on Urinal.
That's
Well-
pretty good. I'm proud of that.
If we can find the boy, we're welcome to sell to him. I personally,
I feel like that's going to stick.
Yes.
I personally can't afford the carbs.
Sugar free.
I'll take your entire stock.
Do I keep count of my sales anyway? Is that something?
Yeah,
I have to
go
do?
on.
Yeah,
You
he-
have
He
to.
buys 10 ice creams off you.
All right, I don't have a pen, but I'll remember.
Use
that.
your phone. Yeah,
family.
this is important. I'll do a run.
Yeah, you got to do it. Cool.
10 ice creams.
I'd like to mention I've had alternate names down for urinal since we met him on my character sheet.
That's
great.
amazing.
Just waiting for the opportunity
Ready.
that I got to interact.
Saving
with
it for the beach episode. That's so good.
No, if I ever
I
get
know,
to
I
talk to
know.
him, I was going
Yeah.
to. I'm a planner.
You've made sales. I like it. Pro.
All right, I'm walking with Zhang, heading over. We've got a sleuth. I'm like encouraging Zhang to sort of like go around the back way. We're gonna watch, scope it out. So.
She sticks under the umbrella no matter. So she's not leaving your side because she's staying under the umbrella.
Like, all right, we
You're
gotta,
trying to gesture and she's just not doing it.
like this way. I'm like lead over here. I'm like, okay, I think we try and infiltrate from a distance first. If we can do it without making contact, that's the safest to hack in there.
Thumbs up.
All right. I like attempt to use my onboard computing. I haven't done this much, so I'm still fresh at this.
So you boot up. So,
Yeah,
yep.
give it a go. What's my challenge
Would-
level?
Nothing for turning on your computer.
Yeah, so
What
it's
are you
on.
doing?
I'm
What are
going
you
to try and get into their van.
Oh, so you're going to do some hacking.
I just want to infiltrate. Yeah, I want to
So
hack.
you
First, I want to just sort of scope it all out. So I want to see how much access I can gain and what I can see about it.
we will go through this in season 2 because we're going to have to look into some stuff because you don't have the cybermancy for actually like getting into systems. You have the cybermancy for breaking shit.
I have hacking though.
Hacking is a vocational skill. That's what we're going to have to. Cause
Okay.
we can do it today, but
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
future, we'll just have to rework it. So
Based on the old character sheet.
probably
though.
like a challenge level to get into the van. You don't even know if there's any computers in the van. It's a van. So challenge level 4.
2.
Okay. So you probe around a little bit and there's no like Wi-Fi or anything. There's a Bluetooth, but it seems to be just connected to the stereo and you can't connect.
Can you see anything? Like indicate to.
She points over at a patch of sand that's very smooth and flat and looks to be in some shade.
I mean, that's not the plan. Or are we supposed to? Isn't this a job?
She strokes her chin a little bit. She needs a better way of communicating with you.
Should have a phone.
No, she's just wearing a bikini.
Text to speech.
She
Sunscreen.
She squats down and like in the sand just writes draw customers away ?
If we make their product seem super unappealing, I like it. And I go scope sort of the streets behind the beach, sort of connected to the beach,
yeah.
to find some filth and stuff I can corrupt
You
the van
very
with.
quickly find some filth. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could bring it down to your van's level.
I'm like loading up into like a box that I can carry over and like dump it under the van to just make it
Smell. Yeah, some
stink.
refuse. I like it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
I'm off searching for filth. Take
Eve.
it away.
I'm gonna go back to the van, go put on my outfit, take an ice cream with me, and then go into the ocean.
Just holding an ice cream. Okay.
Okay.
Terrifying imagery right there.
As the door pops open from you leaving the changing rooms, you catch a glimpse of a golden-haired boy's head go underneath some like
The waves,
there's
or-
like a sand castle that
Yeah.
some kids have built, and it just goes poof, and he's like hiding behind the sand castle.
Great.
Cool.
I go into the
You
ocean.
head down into the ocean.
Sick.
All right. You walk down into the ocean, and your heavy suit is hard to wear, but you take several steps and drop beneath the waterline and walk out into the beach.
Great.
You see a couple little fishies swim by.
Okay.
Is there anything you're doing down there in particular?
I'm waiting until this kid comes towards me.
Okay.
And I'll just explore.
So you're just wandering around underwater.
Yeah.
Cool. You see some cool stuff. There's some flatties. There's a stingray.
Great.
The oceans have got some life in them still, which is nice. And then you sort of head round a rock, and then underwater, you see this snorkel helmet with a snorkel and sunglasses underneath it. Just go pff, and hide behind a rock as soon as you glance at them underwater.
I'm going to hold up the ice cream and just stand there.
The head slowly rises back over. Is it wrapped still?
Yeah, it's still wrapped.
And then half a swim stroke forward to, and then back behind the rock, and then shoots up. And there's some like spluttering and legs kicking and air and like bubbles being blown. And then this very like thin, he's like a very pale, thin sort of looking kid, swims back under the water and then tentatively goes over to you and is looking, and then arm stretches out for the ice cream.
I'm going to pull it back a little, just gently, and then put my
Hand snaps
other
back.
hand out and do this.
He looks confused, pats his board shorts, and then suddenly his cheeks puff out and his face goes red, and then he scrambles back up to the surface
This is so animated.
and lets out like ridiculous amounts of splashing and stuff.
I love it.
And then he comes back down and he just is like, I got no money.
I'll give it to him anyway. I'll give it back out.
He takes it, holds it, and then floats to the surface.
That is our product.
Cool. And he follows you around for the whole time you're underwater.
Okay.
Back to Seb.
Have Ugly and I found a good place to set up our truck?
Yes. Right outside the toilets.
Great.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's like a good spot. It's a thoroughfare. You're not like
okay,
2
fair.
meters away. You're like 20 meters
Not
away
like
from the
smelly
toilets.
part. Yeah.
So
No,
we
okay.
set up some music. There's music playing. It's
Yep.
a little vibing spot. But I think what we really need to do is draw people here. Can you roll a destiny dice to see if I brought netball stuff?
Volleyball.
Volleyball, whatever.
What a cool beach people play.
You did not bring netball stuff.
Did I
Go
bring-
steal
Luckily,
some.
you brought volleyball stuff. But unfortunately, with a 6 on the destiny roll, I can't give you what you asked for, so you don't get the volleyball equipment. But there is some netball equipment.
Awesome.
Wait, the other way around. My brain
was
didn't
gonna
work
say.
then. I didn't give you what you asked for.
He
the
asked for netball.
equipment.
We got volleyball.
You got volleyball.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
drats.
I'm sorry. It's a beach volleyball set too.
Yeah.
That's not even what you wanted.
Perfect. Not what I
You
wanted.
make do with it.
I'll
I'm
make
sure.
do. I'll set it up, and I'd like to grab, like, I don't know, some markers or paint from the van and just write, like, the 6th annual Uglies Beach Volleyball Competition somewhere.
Alright.
Registration's open.
Ooh.
You're making them register. That's such a Seb thing to do.
People
You need to
$100
apply
prize.
the proper way.
People start to rock up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And someone bustles their way to the front. Yo! What's this here volleyball competition?
It's a volleyball competition.
I'm gonna win. It's the 6'5" massively muscular bespoke guy.
Who's your partner?
Do I need one? I can play as well for 2 people.
All right. That'll be $20 to register. But there's a $100 prize if you win.
I gotta get myself a partner. Hey, babe! Calls across. Gabrielle looks and just goes, like, flips the bird. Like, you, like, doesn't know who they are. She's my partner.
Sure.
Someone comes up and he's just like, this guy's like, I'll be your partner, like a fit. And he grabs the back of his head and just throws him into the sand. And he like buries his entire head into the sand in a single motion. This explosion of sand goes up. And he's like, that girl's my partner and my future wife. I rule this beach. I'm going to rule your volleyball competition.
We'll see about that. Does he hand over the $20?
Yeah.
Cool. He's on his way. I'm like, first game begins in 10 minutes.
People all sign up.
Yeah, but I only charge them $5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
You get a couple of teams, like 6 teams in, 8 teams.
Yeah. And then I'm going to register Ugly and myself.
Okay.
You paying?
Fuck no. It's our competition.
So with the 6 teams registered at $5 each and 1 for 10, have you
20.
made the 1 for 20? Have you made the $100 prize pool yet?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm going to win.
Sure. Okay.
I want to come back out as well.
Good
and
strategy.
I
Let's
want
see how that plays
to
out.
grab a bunch more ice creams and sell them while people are playing. Roleplay.
Ah,
All right.
good
Let's
plan.
hear your sales pitch.
I'm still in my suit, and I literally go like tap people on the shoulder and pull out and
Make a perception check. Challenge level 2. You make 3. You feel like you have a second shadow, and every now and then when you turn your large diving bell head to the side, you spot Uriel like slipping behind you again. Like he's literally walking in your coattails, eating an ice cream.
Did he pay?
No, she gave it to him.
I know,
I'm
right?
gonna
Don't worry.
kneel down
I got his dad
at
to
his
pay.
level.
He's not that much shorter than you. He's 14.
I'll just kind of like
Yeah,
eye contact and then gesture him to come forward.
He takes a step forward.
Say, I require assistance.
From me?
I nod.
Okay. What would you like?
Would you please help me and my friends sell these ice creams?
Friends? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could do that. I have a few keen strategies. I could sell ice creams.
You seem popular among the youth. This could be advantageous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. I'm very popular. I've got lots of friends.
I shall be your
Oh.
mascot. And I'll hold the ice creams up and stand back up.
And he's going to start trying his best to sell ice creams for you.
Heck yeah.
I need my destiny dice.
Oh, I've got 2 in front of me. Sorry.
How well does Yuri do?
Oh.
He's diminutive, he is a bespoke, but he's small and he is very awkward. He's very intelligent and well-spoken, but very socially awkward, it seems.
I want to... So then I'm happy for him to make the sales pitch and then I'll come up in my big hulking suit and kind of be like... Especially if it's parents, then absolutely I'll tap them on the shoulder and be like, make the kid happy.
Make a
okay?
destiny roll for how well you do.
Oh, heck yeah.
You do all right. You do all right. Some people don't really understand why an Eve bot in a diving bell is trying to strong arm them into buying ice creams. But people want ice creams. It's almost like you're selling ice creams in spite of your tactics, just because they're good. People want ice creams. Okay, and now we're going to go back to the poo-poo plot.
Poo-poo
Right.
plot. I've got a box of poo-poo from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I've come back, and before dumping it under the van, I'm going to try and break in. I want to see their stock. I want to see if they have anything particularly desirable that we can pinch.
I'm going to get you to make a stealth check. Challenge level is going to be 3.
All right. It's my roll. That's a 3.
successes.
Yeah.
You pop the door. It was unlocked. But you get in sneakily. No one seems to notice.
What's
You're
their
looking-
best stock?
Their best stock is the limited edition Magnum Ego.
Oh,
Double
with
caramel.
in the layers
Yep,
of the. Oh my
layers of
god,
caramel.
my eyes light up.
There's also just the classic delicious chocolate and peppermint. Good.
Do
beach
they
chips.
have?
They have also got something you don't. They have sorbet tubs and cups.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I can only carry so much, but do they have Buffalo Bill or Golden Gate Time?
Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bill, not Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
It's
No,
very
Buffalo
different.
Bill is definitely an ugly ice cream. He's got Buffalo
Okay.
Bills out to here.
Okay.
Golden Gay Time. Look, we'll roll a destiny for a Golden Gay Time. That's a damn good ice cream. Anyone outside of Australia is probably really confused. It's a very delicious ice cream. It's covered in like honeycomb caramelly stuff. There's no Golden Gay Times.
All right, but hey, those Magnums look pretty damn good. So
Magnum Egos.
I'm gonna grab.
Not sponsored.
I'm gonna grab a handful of them, and
like
I'm just wearing togs, huh?
Yeah. You're like a pale ghost in
Wait.
oversized board
You blend
shorts.
into the whiteness
Did
of
I-
the sand.
Can
Holding a woman's parasol.
I'm holding the parasol.
Yeah.
Okay. I flip the parasol upside down, open it up, and just dump ice cream magnums into the parasol using it like a bucket.
Yep.
Sneak back out, kick the shit box, and run. That's my strategy. Let's see how it plays out.
Whoa.
As you run, you hear a shout from behind you. I'm going to kill you! And a man starts chasing after you, who has reverted into his Russian accent, even though he had a very strong Aussie accent. But
Yeah.
he was originally from Russia.
Okay.
His anger has reverted him to his Russian
I start pelting, and I'm like, Eve, cover me. And I'm like, I just run like weedy, skinny kid running down the beach with an upside down parasol.
Zhang covered
Sorry,
you.
Zhang, yeah.
Zhang covered you.
I left her in the shade near the.
You stole her umbrella.
You shout, Zhang, cover you. She looks at you surprised. There's two angry Conrado and Rovi who look like very angry, dangerous people. And she just turns to like a couple of guys on the beach, like a small group of people, and just like pushes herself outwards. And they immediately like spin their attention to her, and she just goes full like beach incognito mode. They come over and like get her
Great.
attention.
Okay, thanks.
It just
Great.
completely
Okay.
ditches you to that, and they start chasing after you.
All right, I'm trying to outrun these guys.
Cool.
Hey, they're leaving their post. It's still a success. They're not selling anything if they're chasing
They
me.
slam the doors of their van shut and chase after you. Meanwhile,
Are they
the
driving
volleyball-
after me? Or do they
No, they
close the
lock
van?
the van and run
Okay.
after you. Meanwhile, we have the volleyball tournament.
I would like to commentate as best I can using the speaker system. And if possible, I'd like to suggest Ugly starts taking bets as a bookie.
There's Conrado as well, isn't he? With
Sounds like it.
He's the one selling ice cream.
He
Oh.
grins. Bloody oath, mate. Let's turn this into a
Oh, there's some
racket.
good.
Who are we betting on?
I like the diversification of our
Whoever we
revenue
want to
here.
win.
Yeah.
Whoever we're going to make win. Let's fix it.
Is it us or is it
Oh, well, we'll win our games, but who do we want to verse in the finals?
suddenly a very, very skinny, pale, oversized board shorts looking pro holding an umbrella full of magnums dashes past you and dives into the front, and Bagarov and Kanan run up right about the time that Eve runs out of ice creams and rocks up with you guys too, and a golden head tag along.
I'm going to steal my microphone back and be like, ladies and gentlemen, we have a late addition to the volleyball tournament. Volleyball?
Volleyball.
Kanan Bagarov!
They look super angry and everyone starts clapping and looking at them, and then they look around
You're my hero! Woo!
and they walk up to you aggressively and slam their hand down on the sign-up paper and write their name on the sign-up paper. And then he's like, winner takes all. Ice cream. Beach. The whole lot. Or I'll fucking kill ya.
I look at Ugly to see how he takes that.
Ugly looks back and he's just like, I'd like to see you try, mate. It's on. And then the other one, so Bagarov looks at you and just says, I got a strange feeling that you would be easy to stab. Weird.
Is it the fanny pack? Is
And then
that
Zhang rocks up. Zhang rocks up after ditching the guys, and he looks across at her and says,
I have a very strange feeling that woman is a headache.
and he clutches, clutches at his eye and his face, and he's just like,
Very weird.
okay, so you're all ready for the volleyball tournament.
Yeah.
Round one, we have the Beach Bandits, which seems to be like a 14-year-old son and his dad, who go up against Mr. W. Thickens and Gabrielle Clement. Gabrielle is sitting off to the side doing some crunches, completely doing a beach workout and ignoring Mr. W. Thickens. and that huge muscular dude stands alone on the volleyball court, and you watch as he disintegrates them in the game. In fact, he spikes the dad so hard that there's just a splash of blood from the guy's face, and the guy drops to the ground and runs off holding, and just grabs an ice cream and stuffs the melting ice cream on his face to stem the pain, and it proceeds that way. Kanan and Bagrov.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a short break while we clean the sand of the remains of the previous contestant. While you wait, please help yourself to some ice cream from our truck. It's this is the special we have going right now.
Magnum Egos.
Yeah.
So we've got the next round comes up, and we get Kanan and Bagrov in a round, and they seem to take it really casually. They go up against a pair of girls who are like clearly play a lot of beach volleyball and are quite good. And they seem to take it really casually, and they lose a couple of points. And then mid-game, the ball is coming for a thing, like for a shot against them. And one of them just like his arm flips in half, and he puts his hand forward, and a double-barrel shotgun blast just explodes the volleyball into shrapnel mid-air.
Aww.
And then like... off the side, someone passes in another volleyball who seems to be one of their accomplices, and then they just spike down, and they start scoring points by completely cheating, like overtly cheating.
How are you going to fix it? You said you were planning on fixing it.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I want it to be the final.
Okay.
Okay. And the game continues. So, who else of interest? Oh, Ugly and you play a game. And I'm going to get you to roll an athletics check.
Yeah, I'm just going to be... next up, we have the Beach Bandits Memorial Game. Again, sponsored by the Ice Cream Truck. Get your Magnum Egos while they last. Rest in peace, Beach Bandits.
And
I like that. Sponsored by the Ice Cream Truck.
Athletics.
Athletics. And you are versing Mr. W. Thickens.
What's my challenge level?
Was that in favour of the players or the opponent?
That was not in favour of the players.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was to determine the skill of their opponent.
Yeah.
Do we have any
That was
Destiny
my
dice for
suspicion.
this, by the way?
Destiny.
Okay.
That's fine.
Oh.
I was going to ask.
Come on, give us
You don't have
each.
one. You have one.
Okay.
All right, so we have a base 3, and then we're going to have probably, let's go like a 4 for attributes for this guy.
There's love in the
and
chat for your
3 skill.
commentating.
He's-
I have to agree.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right,
You're a
so
natural.
good luck. The challenge level is 5.
Destiny?
Good luck. So whilst Rob steps away from the mic, and my chasees they're no longer chasing me, and there's the microphone free. Someone's got to commentate, so I sort of
Get in there.
I step into the seat. I'm like, so Rich Boy and Scary Dude versus bigger dude than them. Oh, that was a poor serve from Seb. Awful physique.
It's a couple of volleys.
Really poor technique.
And
there.
over the first few rounds, Mr. Thickens seems to be quite literally flexing on you. In fact, at one point, he rebounds the volleyball into the air with a bicep curl, well timed, and pumps it off his bicep, and then just backhands it down and scores a point.
I think you're gonna need to fix this.
3 or 4 down. You realize that you feel like you're carrying the team quite a lot.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you're carrying the team, and you look off to the side, and you realize you've been playing one-on-one because Ugly is off to the sidelines, and he seems to be chatting up some people. He's just leaning off, like leaning
I gotta
back,
say,
sort of
those
flexing a
are
little
some
bit.
impressive moves from Ugly off to the side there. Never seen that sort of technique before, but it seems to be working well. Round of applause for Ugly.
I turf the ball at Ugly's head.
It hits him and bounces off. And Destiny roll for Ugly.
Oh no,
Gets a concussion.
that was a 4. Yeah, how'd that go?
There was a young, rather tanned gentleman that Ugly was talking to who his head just goes straight forward and cracks in the nose. And this guy's got a blood nose, and Ugly comes back and he's like, "Fucking hell, mate! Oi, was that you, pricks?" And he looks over at Kanan and Bagrov.
That was a Thickens dick.
"That was my best bloody game too." Hold that thought, mate. And then he walks back up and he's like, "You're fucked now." and then he gets in the game.
And we've
I'm
got
gonna
a
get you to make a
motivated team
destiny roll.
here.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
16.
And with
Okay.
Ugly's assistance, you slowly take down Mr. W. Thickens.
Love it.
And it is like in a comical, like DBZ, like, because it's like 3 bespoke playing, like the ball is between them faster than you guys have ever fucking seen. And eventually, almost from like multiple angles, still cuts, the volleyball is like, on Mr. Thickens' head, and then he goes and falls down to the ground. The volleyball, slow motion, hits the ground, and sand bounces up, and you win the final point.
Amazing.
Good work, Ugly.
Well, it was you two. It was a team one. It was just 1-on-1. Mr. Thickens was too good.
And the winners are Ugly and Seb. No surprise. Some surprises there. Well done, guys. Discounts or some deal or whatever ice cream for, yeah.
So you're out. What's Eve doing for the moment?
I'm going to give medical attention to all these poor people that are now having
Okay.
blood noses.
Uriel follows you around.
Okay.
So asks if you need help.
Sure.
And he's like, do you need some help with that?
I'll be nice to him.
Yeah. So what do you say?
Oh,
Says, "Do you
just
need
like,
some help with that?"
I just give him basic jobs, like maybe get people to sit down, ice packs, and be like,
Got it. Absolutely.
and water.
I've studied things like this. First aid, medical practices, up to at least a doctorate level. I should be fine to help you.
Yes, you seem to have a basic understanding of first aid.
Yep.
You could make a good nurse or doctor one day.
I already am a doctor. 2 doctors.
I don't
technically
say
He
anything.
looks kind of curious. Anyway, what I was really wondering, if maybe like if you wanted to perhaps after today at some point message me, here's my details, and he just stretches his phone out to you because I really want to talk to you and you seem cool.
Are you asking me on a date?
No. What? No, I'm asking like, you just seem like friendly and stuff.
Do you have permission from your guardians to be giving out your personal number?
It's kind of confusing because I'm technically 4. So I just wouldn't worry about that. I'm also property. It's a mess, okay? Don't get me started on the political side of this.
I kind of look around and see if anyone's paying attention to this conversation.
He's like, fine, don't worry about it.
I'll put.
And he looks dejected.
I'll put it in my pocket
Okay,
and give it a little, like my suit pocket, and give it a little tap.
cool. He looks momentarily. Gabrielle comes over at that point, and he's just like, "Who are you talking to, loser?" And like grabs his
wave.
hair and like pushes his head down a little bit.
Oh, I give Gabrielle a wave.
And she's like,
She's seen me before.
"Hi,
Hello,
who are you?"
my name is Eve.
Yeah, I can see that. Why are you in that suit? You're a very strange robot.
I walk away. I go back into the ice cream truck.
She drags Uriel away. You hear her saying that Mum and Dad are looking for you, and drags him away.
Oh, before he goes, I'll say thank you for your assistance.
He's literally like stiff as a board, just getting dragged through the sand, feet kicking up sand, just like back, and he waves at you. And then we go back to our beach volleyball game, which reaches the finale.
What's the crowd like?
It's big. There's like 40 people there.
We're doing well for
It's
sales.
very well for sales. You're actually killing it.
Smashing
for sales.
Before you play your final, I'm going to go up to you and ask, what is the plan? Do we ditch and run?
Do you have any sedatives? Or Ugly, do you have any sedatives?
I left all the drugs back at the warehouse, mate. Usually this van's full of sedatives.
We have a lot of ice cream.
There is a strange scrabbling noise. I want you to make a perception check. Challenge level 3.
Just said.
That was a 6.
Yeah.
You notice that down at your foot there is sand that's falling away. It's towards the side of the ice cream truck. It's falling away as if it's sand in an hourglass falling to the ground. It's like a sinkhole
Underneath the truck.
near the truck. Small, and only Seb notices.
I walk up to it.
Cool. It falls in and eventually forms a little hole.
What do I see?
An old man looking up at you.
Bernie. Sebastian. Care to make a deal?
I love deals.
You seem pretty good at navigating that mole village you got down there.
Yes.
Any chance you could dig out the other side of this volleyball court?
Where do you think I get some of my best goods?
That's worrying.
The mole network is wonderful.
That's concerning.
I'm good too.
Mole network. Yeah, any chance you could dig out the other side of that netball court?
For the-
Volleyball court?
For the right price.
One day I'll remember.
I love that Seb doesn't know the difference between netball
I
and
got
volleyball.
some Magnum Egos.
Not good enough.
What do you want?
Better.
Buffalo Bill?
I want that thickens guy. I want his hair.
Scalp him?
What type of condition is he in? Was he injured after?
Yeah, he's currently like being fanned, sort of semi-conscious on the side of the thing.
We'll keep him where he is under medical care. But you got to dig out the volleyball court before you dig out underneath him and take him. Then you can do what you want with him. Take
No.
his hair, take his legs.
No, bring me his hair now, and I'll do it for you.
Now.
Is Eve here?
I'll wander over.
Okay, Eve wanders over.
I think we can arrange that.
How much? I pull out a little pair of scissors, like medical scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. You can just trim his
Just
hair off.
go and tell him he has a head wound and you need to shave it back.
He's
to do
semi.
surgery.
He's not even really conscious.
Just shave it.
Pull out the little razor.
Yeah, it'll
Walk
go back.
over there.
You go over and
With
shave
my
his
pink
hair.
suit.
Make a destiny roll. You have a razor for shaving people's chests to put ECGs on them.
Yeah, I do.
You do a really bad job. just like the
I am in a giant suit. Like that's
yeah,
fair.
you're in a giant suit and you don't use any shaving cream. You just like you don't injure him in any serious way, and he's a bespoke. But there's some nicks that very quickly heal that you just kind of hack away. And he's fine in the end, and he just has little patches and a terrible job. But you shave off his hair.
Okay, we hold up our end of the bargain, Bernie.
All right. He's looking up through this hole and he's like, "You got the hair?"
Got the hair.
All right, 2 seconds. He reaches into his cloak and he pulls out like a tube of glue, and then he squirts it on his head, presses it down onto his head, and he's like, "All right, sprinkle it." And you Salt Bay. Mr. M thickens his hair. Mr. W thickens his hair onto Bernie's head. And he has this smattering of bespoke hair.
It looks
On top
looks
of his
wonderful,
hair.
Bernie. You've never looked younger.
All right. And he hands you a small ocarina. Plastic one. It actually seems to be from like the collector's edition of Ocarina of Time. It's like an 80-year-old relic. Or 100-year-old relic. He hands you it and he says, play 3 notes, and that will be the time is right.
Thank you. You're a man of honor.
And
And luscious head of hair.
to the end of Seb's days, he'll never know how, but the hole just goes back up in reverse. It just seals shut.
It's like that Mirio's face in My Hero Academia where he goes out of the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. That's what I'm
That's
imagining.
amazing.
All right. So the game's on.
Yeah.
It's a tense game. But Kanan and Bagrov, with extreme cheating, begin to pull ahead. Ugly's pissed. He's playing hard. You're playing hard, but they're not quite your match, but they're your match in definite, obvious cheating and cybernetics. Like using their cybernetics, using every trick under the sun. And you get down to the match point.
I don't know.
You play the ocarina.
Yeah, I'll play my, I don't know. What
We're going to get one final destiny roll for the ocarina playing.
Oh, you bastard.
You should
Can I use
do-
my one destiny point to reroll?
Yes.
Fuck yes.
It's a 1.
14.
Okay.
The notes are played. Pretty averagely. There is a rumble. Your serve. You're tied, but you're feeling exhausted. It's your serve. You throw it up. Smack it down. They move into position. And just as they do, the entire floor of the court collapses and they just drop and the volleyball falls in on top of them and they get sort of half buried in the sand dunes. And you're commentating.
I'm just eating magnums. Honestly, it's like I feel like what we've won the turf and I've got 3 magnums, so I'm just like, So, is anyone watching this? Oh, is this the final?
There's a huge crowd.
Is this the final, Eve? Okay, yeah. So, all right. I feel like everyone else has been paying more attention than Pro.
Yeah.
Pro's the commentator. He has like negative to perception.
His day off.
It's like, man, these magnums are real good. I don't think there's any left, but if you wanted to.
So you're like super
What happened to did the sand move?
Well,
there's some
Hey,
cheering
Eve, have
from
you
the
tried
crowd.
these? These are real good.
Explosive cheering from the crowd as the winners seem to be declared.
I know, right?
There is a sudden voice.
Everyone, we need to leave.
What? Sorry, what?
And he incongruent straps his boogie board on top of the van.
I hastily pack up the volleyball net and grab the mic and say, ladies and gentlemen, that has been it for this year. I will see you next year for the 6th annual Ice Cream Ugly Volleyball. Thank you. And then get in the van.
And you roll up. Heaps of money has been made. Ugly is grinning. And you get in the car and you start to drive off. All the ice cream sold. He's like rubbing his hands. He's like, boys, we bloody did it. But why'd we have to go, Johnny? And then he just says,
I had a vibe that those guys, they felt like the sort of person that would hurt Eve. It made me uncomfortable, so...
And as you're like driving out and you can see the beach trailing in the distance, he just pulls out this little thing and presses a red button and you just see their van just fucking explode. This massive fireball explodes into the horizon and then he's just like...
Well, that's cathartic.
I dealt with them.
And then he throws the detonator out of the back of the car.
On a hunch. Wow, that's dedication.
good on him.
Love it.
And then the car sails off back towards Ugly's den, air conditioner blazing at the end of a long summer's day. And then we go. That's our reboot beach episode.
When's the next 40-degree day? Because that was fun.
That was absurd and I loved every second of it.
Oh, thank you very much for making that happen. It was
done.
everything I hoped it might be, and I had no idea what to expect. That was amazing.
Nonsense was what you were to expect. There we go.
That was so fun.
That was wonderful.
I feel like that was a sort of a more fitting and uplifting wrap up to season 1 than the finale. It is a nice catharsis, isn't it?
Yeah.
'Cause it was
fun to play with silly stuff.
Yeah.
I was surprised how well the anime silliness vibe of that came
Yeah.
across, to be honest.
I think when you really truly know anime, and if you're a narrator, you convey that really well. So well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much of it's visual, but
Yeah.
you do what you can.
Yeah. That was really fun. I'm looking forward to seeing the comments and the fan art and just everything, anything.
Ugly. Oh, when you get back to the warehouse, somehow it's already there. Ugly just waves his hand. A curtain goes back and there's a brand new, like high-end air conditioner unit.
I love it. Can we? I know it's not canon, but can we? We've got to sneak a couple of references in season 2. There's got to be a nice air conditioner in there. I feel like we've earned that. That'd be great.
If we can get references one way, we can get references the other way.
Yeah.
Dave's like, nah.
Incongruent.
It's a dream.
I'm thinking of taking up surfing.
I love it.
Oh, all right. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Is that it?
I think that's it.
Thanks to our patrons.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't got the Patreon goal. We'll add it in post.
We'll add it in
Patreon
post. Hey,
goal.
thank you, patrons.
Thank you so much.
I've got a lot of people in Twitch chat that want a description, a recap description of people's costumes. Just go back and watch the video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come
And
on,
normally we read the patrons out verbally, but we can't see them because we're adding them in post.
Sorry.
But thank you all so much for your support. We're still working on the setup, but it's coming together. We're getting there. And we're very close to. I mean, that's the wrap up of the reboot thing. So next week is world and setting intro to Sunder, and then after that is
People
the new
are
stream
drawing
time.
fan-
So
People are drawing fan art live.
so excited.
Oh my god.
There's so many moments.
Good Photoshop already.
Yay! There's already a boogie board. Already a boogie board while we're making this live. Join us on
Tickle.
Twitch to join the fun because it's fun. We should wrap up, but thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for joining us live. We'll see you later.
See you guys. Bye.